In this installment of GURPSifying the Bestiary, I want to take a closer look at a weird monster I have never actually used in D&D or GURPS, the Achaierai. Yes, I looked up the pronunciation, I used to pronounce it as Achaierai before. These sentient, goofy-looking four-legged birds inhabit the plane of Acheron, where they hunt everything that moves. Their depiction varies from edition to edition, but I prefer their 3E incarnation, where they have at least something like a short body instead of being a huge head on legs. So let's get to work and see if there is anything interesting there. Let's start with the body. A typical Achaierai is 15 feet tall and has 8 to 9 feet long legs. This implies that the Achaierai should be a size modifier +2 creature. The leg-to-body ratio is only slightly higher than normal, so I will not give it extra long legs. The creature has 4 legs and a horizontal posture. That means extra legs, forelegs and horizontal. However, as you can see on the picture, its legs are capable of grasping. They don't seem to be capable of verifying manipulation, so let's give it ham-fisted 1. So 2 of the legs are actually arms, but what about the other 2? Those 2 will be represented as extra arms with foot manipulators. The limbs also have claws, so let's give the bird sharp claws. The Achaierai weighs 750 pounds, which results in strength 21 and HP 18. It is quite weak for its size, but it's okay. Let's also give it a +1 bonus to dexterity and a +2 bonus to health. They also should be able to move fast, so let's give it a +1/4 bonus to basic speed and a +3 bonus to basic move. The Achaierai is a bird, so it will have the feathers perk. Its body, but not legs, is protected by the feathers. Let's give its body and head flexible DR2. In certain books, the Achaierai are said to have metallic legs that are hard to damage and that regenerate relatively quickly. I like this aspect, so let's introduce it in the GURPS write-up. While the body only has DR2 from the feathers, the legs will have rigid DR6. Now, I have to say that I really don't like how partial protection works for DR in GURPS. If I buy DR6 for legs and DR6 for feet, I will pay more points than I would have paid if I took DR6 for the entire body. So I will just S-pull a limitation instead. Since the legs contain a lot of iron, let's give the Achaierai the affected by magnetism quirk. As for fast recovery, let's give the creature regeneration slow, limited with accessibility only legs and feet. There are some other body features. Let's give the Achaierai sharp beak, peripheral vision, and injury tolerance no neck. I do not see any neck on the picture. Then there are some special qualities. First, this creature lives mostly underground, so it has to have a way to see in the dark. I think that in this case infravision should work well. The Achaierai are also resistant to magic, so let's give them 2 levels of improved magic resistance. Sources present different information about the lifespan, but I decided to settle on 1 level of extended lifespan. The Achaierai are said to be carnivores, and they can eat meat regardless of quality. So let's give them restricted diet carnivore and reduced consumption 3 with cast iron stomach. They also eat sapient beings, including one another, so let's give them an appropriate odious racial habit. They do not look particularly monstrous to me, so I will leave their appearance unchanged. However, they do have a reputation for being monsters, so let's give them social stigma, monster. They also are inherently sadistic, so let's give them sadism. Also, let's not forget that they are beings of evil and law, so vulnerabilities to anarchic and holy weapons are in order. Now, the only thing left to stat up is their ability to breathe a cloud of black smoke that causes damage and hallucinations. This is going to be a complex ability that consists of 3 linked advantages: Affliction, Innate Attack, and Obscure. The creature itself will also have a perk level immunity to this attack. By spending 2 FP and performing a ready maneuver, an Achaierai can release a choking, toxic black cloud. It spreads in a 2-yard radius area around the Achaierai, lasts 10 seconds, and drifts with the wind. The cloud imposes a -3 penalty on all vision and infravision based rolls within the area. Additionally, every creature that inhales the cloud must make an HT roll. If it fails, it takes 1d toxic damage, ignoring DR, and begins to hallucinate for margin of failure minutes. After that, the subject is stunned and may roll versus HT once per second to recover. Achierais are immune to this ability. And this is the result. Honestly, it's not as boring of a monster as I thought it to be. There are some interesting features, like that black cloud and iron legs. The only problem is that your players are very unlikely to ever encounter such an enemy, as they are rarely ever encountered outside of their home plane of Acheron. And that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.